Welcome to Suburban Living. This is Ed. Thought I'd make this short video today. We're preparing for our 2018 garden. It is February the 9th today, and one of the things I want to do is do a soil test. I've heard people talk about this before, and I always just assumed that I wouldn't have enough money for it. I don't have the money to send soil away and get it tested at a laboratory. But our West Virginia Extension Office, who puts out these free calendars, also does free soil testing. And so I called and got a sample kit, which just really was this envelope, and then also this piece of paper. And on this piece of paper asks my name and address and all that type of thing, date the soil was sampled, is it farm or land area, what type of soil is it, what type of crops are going to be grown in it, etc. And what they do, send that soil away. They said get about a cup. And I've probably got about a cup here, maybe a little bit more. What they said to do was to take a slice of the soil, thin slice, down to the tillage depth. We tilled this about 8 to 10 inches, and so I took a shovel, dug that out, and took about that much. Now something else I'm going to do with this is still kind of heavy, it's a little bit wet. I'm going to pour it out on, say, a cookie sheet or something in the house, clean, I don't want it to be contaminated in any way, and let it dry out. And that way it's a little cheaper too to mail in. It'll be a little bit lighter. Something else that your extension office might do for you is provide these calendars. These calendars give planting dates, suggestions, and things, and they're just really nice calendars. I don't know what state you may live in, but most of our states I think have an extension office, and you can call and do that. So I'm going to take this soil, and I'm going to take and put it in this bag, send it to that extension office. I hope they do it pretty quickly because they give fertilizer and lime recommendations. I'm looking forward to that because I'm preparing for the garden for this 2018. And so this is just a little thought, something you might do. You want to get on it though. Something you might do, call your extension office, get on the internet, find their number, call and do that. Put a soil sample in that you may know what your soil needs. That way you can grow the best garden possible in 2018. Okay guys, I dug this hole about 8 inches deep, and then I also dug one over on that side, and I just did that so that I might get a little better sampling of the garden. We typically plant potatoes over there, and just frankly they didn't do very well last year at all. And the center part of the garden here where we planted beans, they didn't do very well at all either. Part of the reason might be that we've stripped the garden of so many of the nutrients. And so what we're trying to do this year is be more aware of that and put those nutrients back in the soil. And so this is something that you might do, you might consider doing also for your garden, and it couldn't hurt. Okay guys, I brought my soil inside, took a little box lid, took this and took all the rocks. I don't want any rocks in here. There's still some rocks. We have pretty rocky soil out there. Soil looks nice and rich in here, but still a little damp, a little moist. I'm gonna spread it out thin so it'll dry here today, maybe all day, get some of the moisture out of it, and that'll make it a little easier for their sample. They said that it has to be dry and it will delay the sample. If we send it wet, they have to dry it out anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and dry it out.